Austin home prices are down over 20% from their 2022 peak. Active listings are down 15% from last year. And pending sales just came up 15.4% year over year. The market is shifting quietly. And if you're thinking about buying in Austin, there are five things you need to understand before you make a move. I'm Jordan Moorhead with the Moorhead team at Keller Williams Realty here in Austin. We're investor first realtors. We run the numbers on every deal we look at here ourselves. We help you understand how to run the numbers too. You don't want us just looking at them. And we invest ourselves here in Austin. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what Austin buyers need to know right now. Let's get into it. So, the Austin market right now. First, let me orient you with the real numbers. This is the April 2026 data for the Austin Round Rock San Marcos Metro. Median home price is 440,000. Active listings are down 15% year over year. The median home price is down 2% year over year. Active listings were right at 11,500. Pending sales, this is an important number here, 3,411. That's up 15.4% year over year. Average days on market right now, we're 67 days on the market. Close to list ratio, so homes are closing at 94.3% of list price on average. Months of inventory is 4.7 months. That's down zero point 0.6 months year over year. It's down about the same month over month. Few things jump out. The median is 440,000. That's down more than 20% from the 550 peak in 2022. But here's what's more interesting about the price. Active listings are down 15% and pending sales are up 15.4%. Inventory is tightening just a bit and buyer activity is starting to return. The window where you can negotiate freely is narrowing. Keep that in mind as you go through these tips. I think it's going to last a little while longer, probably through the end of the year at least, but nobody can be sure. So Austin is not one market. It's a collection of very different submarkets. The city of Austin proper is behaving differently than Round Rock, Kyle, Georgetown, or Bastrop County. Williamson County, Round Rock, Georgetown has tighter inventory than most of the metro, but Kyle and Bastrop still have more supply, which means more negotiating power as a buyer. Before you go under contract on anything, you need to know the specific submarket data. So days on market, list to close ratio, how many price reductions are active. We look at this stuff when we're helping clients look for properties. If your agent isn't doing this, that's going to set you behind. So you want to make sure you get your pre-approval right. Pre-approvals last 30 to 90 days, so timing matters. But more important than timing is this. Don't just go to your personal bank. Talk to at least two or three lenders. And rates and fees vary more than most buyers expect. On a $440,000 purchase, even a quarter point, so 0.25 percentage points, is real money over 35 years. Also, if you're thinking about house hacking, which I'll get to in a second, make sure your lender is comfortable with owner-occupied multifamily. Not every lender is, and you need to know how that to count projected rental income towards your qualification. So it can change what you're qualified for by a large amount if they're not counting that income from the other unit. Right now, sellers are closing at 94.3% of list price on average. That means on a $440,000 home, the average is going about $25,000 discount from the list. That's with everything. So that's seller paid closing costs, rate buy downs, price reductions. And on top of that, sellers are often covering closing costs and buying down rates. So just because a house is priced at 550 doesn't mean it's going to sell at 550. It might sell at 525. This is a level of concession that didn't exist for the last few years, 2021, 2022, leading up to the peak. We've seen a lot more of that here now. As pending sales keep rising and inventory keeps tightening, negotiating power is going to shrink. The buyers who move now have more leverage than buyers who move after everybody else is jumping in the market. I'm not saying rush into a bad deal. I'm not saying you're going to lose the opportunity here in the next few weeks. All I'm saying is the window is real and it's not permanent. So really talk about house hacking. I want to specifically talk to the first-time home buyer or the person relocating to Austin. Have you looked at house hacking or even considered it? Buying a duplex, a property with an ADU, or even a home with multiple rooms that you can rent out that you're not going to live in, where a tenant covers part of your mortgage, is house hacking. In today's market, you can find properties where a tenant covers $1,500 to $2,000 of your monthly payments really easily. You're building equity at prices that are 20% lower than the peak, living for dramatically lower than the full mortgage payment, sometimes lower than rent, and setting yourself up for long-term rental when you eventually move. We specialize in this, and I've done it 5 times myself. It's how I got started as an investor, and it's genuinely one of the best entry points when you're looking to buy your first or second home. So really highly consider house hacking. It's made a world difference for me. The Austin market changes fast. When the right deal comes, you're going to want to be ready to jump into it. You need your agent, your lender, and inspector lined up before you need them, not after. When a house hack opportunity or a well-priced home hits the market, you might have a couple days to jump into it. That's not enough time to Google an inspector, find a real estate agent, get pre-approved. We work with people who are ready to get going, and we help you find all those people. You want to work with people who understand Austin very well. A lender who's never done Texas transactions is going to slow you down. I work with a lot of California buyers that say they're lenders working here. You don't want to do that. An agent who doesn't invest themselves is going to give you bad advice. You want to find people who live this stuff every day and do it themselves. Proof is in the pudding here. Austin is 2026 is genuinely one of the better buyer environments we've had in years. Prices are off the peak, negotiating power is in your hands, and the market is starting to turn. The buyers who act in this window are going to look back on it and be happy they did. If you want me to help you run the numbers on a specific deal or neighborhood you're looking at, book a free investor strategy call with us here. The link is in our description. No obligation. We're just trying to help people get the real Austin investor information. Drop a comment below. Are you actively looking in Austin right now, or are you still on the fence? I read every one. If you hit the subscribe button for weekly Austin market updates and deal walkthroughs, we'll always be here for you. I'm Jordan Moorhead. We'll see you on the next one.